and we are back again. Tonight we have Mr. Malik Greene coming off his professional debut victory in boxing. Malik, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Keith Noel, man. Thanks for having me, man. Glad to be here.
So, what was it like? I know you've had a little bit of a layoff. You had a really good amateur run, and you had a little bit of a break, and then come back, jump straight to a professional fight, fighting in enemy territory in your opponent's hometown.
Yeah.
9.5 hours away. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, I'll just start off like with the debut. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous. I wouldn't say nervous. I was a little anxious just to kind of get in there and showcase what I could do. It was, I don't know, it was just a surreal moment because, like, finally, on the pro level, you know what I'm saying, and everything's good. So
Yeah.
it was a great experience, great venue.
It was awesome. It was probably my favorite event. I mean, I say that all the time, man. I mean, they keep getting better.
Yeah.
I say that every event. It's my favorite one ever, and they've all been pretty good. But this one, I think this one really stands out. One of the biggest crowds we've ever had. Some of the biggest fights we've had. I mean, half that card could have been main event fights.
Yeah, definitely.
At some of our first few events, you guys would have been the main event. So it's like that card was absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
And one thing I like, and Qasim kind of touched on it the other day, was the respect from your opponent and his team.
Yeah.
You come to his hometown, beat him in his hometown, and they treat you very well. And he said he didn't expect that. So yeah, like what was that like coming in fighting him? Then I saw you guys hanging out after the fight.
Yeah. So I was just talking, you know what I'm saying, getting to know him. Just first and foremost, I kind of wanted to, just apologize to him and thank him also for taking the fight. 'Cause he didn't have to take the fight because of the little last minute change in the weight. And like I said, I just appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? It's just parts on my end that I, messed up at the last bit. But like I said, I'm a pro now, so I know what not to do. So it'll be better coming in next time. But like I said, I just wanted to thank him. Just tell him one hell of a fight. And like I said, it was a good fight, a good test.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play. We're on the first round of the video here. Let me get my screen share up. Go. Got the volume off on there. Okay. Yeah, walk me through this round.
Well, first round, just touching gloves. The same time, I mean, I'm following the game plan, I feel, to a T, but also in the same time, I'm trying to calm my mind down, like Malik, don't get overzealous. Just keeping him at bay, sticking the jab in his face, just seeing how he reacts, how he moves. From off of there, I pretty much knew that, he was coming in to try to bum rush me and set up like overhand rights and lefts. So the first round just mainly was just trying to touch him upstairs, downstairs as much as I could to break off his rhythm from trying to press me a lot. But I could just tell by, like, when I was looking at him, kind of sizing him up a little bit, before the event. I was before the event when we were getting checked out by the doctors. And that right there, I kind of broke the game plan a little bit because, I was a little anxious and I saw a little bit of red there. So I'm trying to also calm myself down. Like, I can hear Qasim very loud and clear. It's like the funny thing with, like, just fighting in general. Like with me, I can just block out everything in there. Like, I really couldn't hear anybody at all besides Qasim. And just like my thoughts the whole time going into the fight, just me trying to calm myself down. But I felt like I did good right here. I just needed to stop being so wild and brawling. And like I said, the one thing, just me getting used to this boxing lifestyle, not trying to, put him up against the cage, because it almost looked like for a minute I was trying to do a takedown, but that wasn't.
Going back to your amateur MMA days there.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention. I was just trying to display better technique and striking and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Ooh, that was a nice overhand.
yeah, yeah, he
One
caught
thing
me.
I'm seeing here, man, is Fernando's hard to hit. He's got
Yeah, he is.
good head movement. He's keeping his hands up, and but you're doing a really good job just staying right out of his reach.
Yeah,
So
that was a
he's not
hard
really
thing
taking
to do.
much damage, but he's not giving any back.
Yeah, it was kind of a hard thing to do. I was trying to test him out and feel him out. His hands were a lot quicker, and his
Mm-hmm.
head movement was a lot faster than anticipated.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job of slipping those, man.
Yeah,
And you've got some speed on those.
yeah, definitely. Just even his side to side movement, just looking at him, like I said, I think he definitely was prepared for me to try to stick the jab out. Like I said, I think they had a good game plan in trying to press me. So a lot of times, like even when I got overzealous, I thought to myself like, if I do back up a little bit, maybe take 2 or 3 steps back before trying to, you know, allow him to put me to the cage completely and put him forward to the cage.
I think that was a had to be part of his game plan, and it's something that's not new to him. He's fought a lot of kickboxing and karate, and pretty much he's always had to close the distance. And I think he's probably used to being able to use his kicks in the process. But I mean, when you're a guy like him and you're giving up that much height, I
Yeah,
mean, because you're not a tall guy either. You're not a tall
yeah,
guy yourself. And at
yeah,
175, you're going to run into 6'4", maybe 6'5" guys. I mean, not a lot of them, but they're there. I've seen them.
yeah,
And when you're, I don't know his height. He's low fives. He's in the low fives, but he's given up height and reach to everybody. So
hmm,
I believe like over the years, his head movement has really developed, and that's something I saw in some of his training videos. Like right before the fight, I saw him a video of him sparring, and
yeah,
I saw somebody come in and throw a 5-punch combo. He just slipped everything. I was like, oh, okay. So
yeah.
he's got some defense, but I didn't see any highlight videos of him throwing punches, so I didn't know what to expect. And then, but then the rest of the fight was pretty similar to round one. You coming in and scoring more points every round. Him playing a lot of good defense. You being methodical, beating his defense, without taking any shots. I don't know that I ever really saw you take one the whole fight.
I took I think about 2 or 3 good shots. Like
Two or
it
three
was
good
one
ones.
time he caught me like boom. I was like, oh. I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta kind of clinch him here because, like, yeah, he might get me in this exchange. So it was
yeah,
just to kind of grab him up a little bit, then we break and then get back to boxing. Like I said, he was a lot tougher than what I thought.
yeah,
Um, it was a few times I hit him like really with some really stiff jabs to the face, and he didn't move. So I was like, that right
yeah.
there indicated, especially the second time when I did that, I was like, yeah, we in for a fight. He's not going nowhere.
He's coming from a good team. I knew he had never boxed as an amateur, but
Yeah,
he's got good coaches. They said he's ready, and trust those guys so they know what they're doing. So,
yeah,
and yeah, it was a good fight, man. Really good fight and competitive fight. Both of you guys showed a lot of skill, a lot of patience from both of you. I know you kind of let things go a little bit early on, but
yeah,
I mean it's been a minute since you've competed, so I mean that's to be
yeah.
expected. So what's next? What do you have coming up?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm looking to still, continue, doing the boxing. I haven't left MMA completely, but just right now I'm focused on boxing and bare knuckle boxing. You know, to venture in it is something I've always wanted to do, and then I feel like it'll also help me come back stronger with mixed martial arts. Um,
Yeah.
the next big fight, another fight, I'm looking to fight on your card again. And not only just be there for myself, like, but also bring a team. I'm saying the rest
Yeah.
of my team, us to come down there and do our thing and show X Combat Wrestling Traps is, and just from there, eventually, if you have a light heavyweight title, like the fight for that, or
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, like the next fight. I would like to have on your card, like I said, would be like whoever won. I forgot who won the fight right after. 'Cause I think it was another light heavyweight bout.
Yeah, we had Joe Thompson beat one of Fernando's teammates, Jacob Hatfield. Um, Joe moved up to 2-4.
Yeah,
He started his career 0-4. He's won his last two, and definitely an upset. The first time he beat a guy who had previously beaten him,
yeah,
and then this one, a lot of people were expecting Joe to go down as well. And but Joe's growing, man. Joe's a guy. He came from not really a traditional background. He
mm,
started out in like the rough and rowdy brawl, that style of
yeah,
event. Went, I think he was 4-3 or 3-4, and then he went
yeah,
pro straight out of that. Went pro.
yeah,
Clearly wasn't ready.
yeah,
He didn't even start training until he was like 0-2. Had never been in a gym, just showing up fighting, and it's hard. And it's only been since last August. I mean, we're not even a year in him,
yeah,
so we're at like 9 months of Joe actually training in a gym, and it's a lot of progress. He's looking good.
yeah,
So yeah, we've got them. We've got several other guys around your weight at 175. We've got some 168 guys. So there's fights there. Titles vacant. The only champion we have crowned right now is our heavyweight. That's Jeremy Karshner. He is eight. He's eight on an 8-fight winning streak, holding our title. Looking really good lately. Um, Everything else, as far as our pro boxing, is vacant currently. Um, and I would like to get some of those belts floating around.
yeah,
I need a
definitely.
reason, man. I want to get. I want to get some green belts. I want them to look like the WBC belts.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some of those custom made up. But I just need some guys that are going to fight for them. That's all I need.
Well, I'm right here. Like I said,
Right
I'm
here.
ready. I'm just looking to compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yep.
trying. I know I'm the new kid on the block. Me and my team. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yep.
first time I'm coming there. Not trying to jump ahead of nobody. You know, we here to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Not just
Yep.
to get a title shot. We here to earn it. You know,
Yep.
by any means. So I'm just ready to
That's
get
what I
it.
like to hear. That's what I
Yeah,
like to hear. So you come down here with Cossum.
yeah,
Tell me about that man. I've known him for about 5 years. That's the first time I met him in person. Man, always been one of the most respectful people, one of the most knowledgeable people.
yeah.
Just an awesome guy, man. So tell us a little bit about Cossum.
Qasim, that's my brother, man. Like literally, it's a saying that goes: if you've been friends longer than 7 years, y'all practically like family.
Yeah,
So I consider the man family. Like you said, a ton of knowledge, ton of fight knowledge. He amazes me sometimes with how he just breaks down things. I'm like, wow, man, this dude is smart, man. Me and him, we've been kicking it since middle school, and it's like, who's to think like, and like the funny thing is, before I fought, he was wrapping my hands. I was like, man, it's kind of crazy. Like, who would have thought when I met you back in middle school in that bus and you were reading like, I think it's some stuff called manga,
yeah,
like anime stuff or whatever. I forget the name exactly, but he was, I was like, what's that, man? He was just reading it. Then I sat beside him and then we just started talking and then boom, friendship.
yep.
Ever since then,
And here
wrestling.
you are fighting
Yeah,
together on these big
yeah,
events.
yes. Like I said, it's just crazy. He's a good guy. Honorable man. He's looking, to do his thing. July
Mhm.
6th in North Carolina, trying to do his thing, get his first professional boxing win in his belt, and he's trying to look to go 3-0 in BKFC. So
Okay.
we're just doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build up the squad that we have back home in Portsmouth. You know what I'm saying? Also with Ex Combat Wrestling Traps and Brick House Boxing and Fitness, the facility that we train at. So we're just ready to get everything in. But yeah, like I said, he's one of the biggest reasons that I've continued to even strive and fight because, like you said, I had a long layoff. Um, the last time I fought before was like 2019. It was in mixed martial arts, and then, when the pandemic hit, I got in a little semi depression. You know what I'm saying? Got overweight, got undisciplined, and I didn't really start to drop the weight again until around like the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. I was trying to find a fight and stuff like that. Things didn't really fall through. I was a champion at welterweight, 170 pounds, for a promotion called Mix It Up Sports
Okay.
in Manassas, Virginia, under Tim Teebs. And I just like even with the last time they did find me a fight, but it was a lot of things going on in my personal life that I kind of allowed to get to me too much. So I just sat right there and I just didn't take it. I gave up the belt. It was like I said, I just didn't think it was fair to my opponent or me. I wasn't really that focused on the fight, and I
Yeah.
really wasn't. My focus wasn't all the way there, so I just didn't think it was fair to go in there and fight, knowing I wasn't 100% there mentally, because 90% of this fight game is mental. You know what I'm saying? The other 10
Absolutely.
is physical. So it's like if your mind's not there, the rest of it you can just expect what round you're gonna get knocked out in. So
Yeah.
it was no need for me to fight for it. But when I recently last year around November, I took a boxing exhibition in Manassas at Mix It Up. My boxing from then of November of 2023, it was very wild. It was kind of I'm gonna be honest with you, it was kind of like a tough man, rough and rowdy brawl. Like I knew what we had went over, but I kind of just went in a little wild, brawling and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Then we had another exhibition at our gym that we were hosting in Portsmouth. It was pretty much to get the community together and stop the violence. And just get everybody to come see different types of fights. And I fought on that. I did well on that, and then what I'm saying, that translated to try to my best to translate it to my debut that I had this past weekend. This past weekend I did a lot better, but like I said, even on the after the fight interview, I said I could do a lot better with that. What I'm saying, it's just me getting to calm myself down and realize that it's boxing. What I'm
Yeah.
saying, I have to box. I know I can fight, but I gotta box. Be a smooth and polished boxer. So that's the name of the game that I'm on right now.
Yeah. Sometimes one of these days you may run into somebody who could just outbox you
Yeah,
like by leagues, and then you're going to go into, all right, let's make this into a fight now.
yeah,
Now you'll bring it, you'll have it in the bag for when you need it.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, man, I'm glad you made the step to get back into it, and it was awesome having you down here. And
Thank you.
really hope to get you back. We have a lot of events coming up, man. I believe I've got 5 between now and August, and then I'm gonna take a break for football season. We're not doing anything in September. I got my son playing high school football. I got my UK season tickets,
Yeah,
and man, I hadn't been to an NFL game. I went to one back in 2012, so I'd like to do that again. So I'm taking a break for football, baby.
yeah, definitely,
Um,
definitely. Sounds like you're gonna
yeah,
have a busy summer.
oh yeah. I've got. Yeah, you look at our schedule and then you're like, all right, you're doing all this. Like, what? Yeah, where you gonna find time to do that? I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know
Yeah,
where all the time's gonna come from.
yeah,
Probably gonna come from a lot of monster energies and
yeah,
and driving my wife crazy. Probably that's where it's gonna
yeah.
come from.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
but excited, man, and we've got a lot coming up. So the best thing is we can give a lot of opportunities to fighters. So, and I know fighters have options, and um, sometimes it's just hard for them to. Comes down to the schedule, man. If you're only doing a fight once every 3 months, they got to try. You're trying to fit the same guys on every card. I'm just trying to pack some. Man, if I could afford it, I would do a fight every week. I would do a fight 2 days a week if I could. I love this stuff. I mean, I
Yeah,
wish I could do it full time. Still got to
yes,
work, but yeah, I wish I could do this full time, man. But my goal ultimately is to have a new line event every other week, at least 2 days a month, 2 events a month is the goal. 24 a year. We're at I think 12 this year, so I'm like
yeah.
halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that really stops me is I only have 15 vacation days at my job, so can't jump up to 24 events just yet. You got
Yeah,
to take sometimes you got to take that Friday off and get things set up.
Definitely, it can definitely happen. Like right now,
Yeah.
it seems like a dream, but it can definitely happen. You keep pushing forward, and connect with the right people. You definitely can do it.
Yeah. Just getting started was a dream.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see our 24th event that we just had. I had that first one. I was like, all right, we'll have 2 or 3. We'll go out of business. That was the whole thing. I'm still going, man. It's crazy. Love it. And meeting all kinds of awesome people. Meeting you and Qasim. Met a lot of new people this weekend. Guys that fought for me for the first time.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. And I just hope we do right by everybody, and people want to come back. I mean, that's what we're doing this for.
Yeah,
we'll definitely fit you in soon, and get you one more hopefully this summer, and then get you back in the wintertime. Get you 3 fights with us this year. That'd be a good plan.
Definitely. Sounds like
me. Do you got any final words for the people that are still watching us 21 minutes into this?
Just everybody, you know what I'm saying, your boy Malik Greene, you know what I'm saying, just be on the lookout for me. You know what I'm saying, you can follow me on Facebook at Malik Greene. You can follow me on Instagram at Malik Greene 93, all lowercase. You know what I'm saying, I'm just going to be out there. Just expect me to become an NLC like regular. You know what I'm saying, expect me to come next time with my team behind me and just to put on and represent.
All right. Thanks for coming on, man. And we will talk soon.
Definitely will. Peace.
Yep.